Have a seat. Whatever's going on, you can tell me. That's what I'm here for. You're relatively new to the company.
I mean, I've been working here for nearly 2 months.
And you're under a lot of stress. Entry-level jobs in this industry are tough, right? Long hours. First one in, last one out. Good night. You're smart. You have to be smart. It's a tough job, but I can see that you've got what it takes. I want those new pages before I get on the plane. He promised the first thing. Where are we at? 200K in 2 points.
Maybe you can put in a good word for you. No, he'll hire externally. Listen, his schedule has shifted to 7 p.m. work.
Still at the hotel, or?
Yes. What?
This is turkey. I said chicken.
There's a girl waiting.
Oh, her. She's been here before. A few times.
What is it?
The wife. Say he's in an important meeting.
No, say he's in screening.
Where is he? What did you say? What did you say? They told me you were smart.
I overreacted.
It was not my place to question your decision. I will not let you down again.
You know, you can always come to us, right? Come to us first, okay?
The last 2 checks don't have a name or anything, just the dollar amount.
Ignore it.
Okay, and will he know what it's for?
Yep, he'll know.
I wouldn't sit there.
Never sit on the couch. Here, and here, initial here, sign there.
Do I need a lawyer or something?
Do you have a lawyer?
What's happened? What's up?
I was worried for this girl. I mean, they were just like laughing about it.
Can you deal with this?
Hi, why me? Who was that?
That? Wasting my time.
Your mom and I were excited for you. It's a great opportunity.
What can we do?
Do about what?
The Assistant is a story about Jen, who just started her dream work as a junior assistant for 2 months to a famous film production company. The movie basically brings us into a day of an assistant where she does all the duties that our normal assistant would do, such as making a coffee, answering phone calls, message and ordering lunch, preparing meetings, and also setting her boss' personal duty. But as Jen follows her daily routine, she grows increasingly aware of the abuse insidiously color every aspect of her work with her colleague, especially on her boss. An accumulation of degradation, which Jen decides to take a stand for, but only to discover the true depth of the system that she entered.
It was not my place to question your decision. I will not let you down again.
The first scene showed that Jen got a call from her boss showing that he was very angry toward her for interfering with the issue involving his wife and his affair. A formal apology email is sent by Jen to her employer in this scene with the help of her colleague. She apologized in a respectful and professional way. By apologizing and admitting her mistake, Jen demonstrates that she is a competent individual as she is able to maintain a good working relationship with her employee and acknowledge the issue. Jen's apology will also help to improve the situations and will cause Jen's boss to gain trust in her again and will allow them to be more productive, which means they will eventually benefit from increases of the productivity. In order to improve herself, Jen should display the regret and offer to correct her mistake while apologizing and making an effort to rectify it.
Morning.
Hey.
How was your weekend?
It was alright, I guess.
From that video, Jane arrived early in the morning at her work. She started her work as usual and her colleague arrived after her. While doing her job, Jane greetings her colleague and asks, "How was your weekend?" with a smile. As we can see, she is very friendly by having a conversation with her colleague. There are several effects and recommendations of having a good relationship with colleague. The first one is it improves collaboration. Colleagues who have positive relationship with one another are more likely to perform well when working together on a project. Having teammates you respect can motivate you to perform to the best of your abilities, and good communication with them can help all of you perform various tasks more efficiently. The second one is it improves individual productivity. Besides improving overall productivity by having team members who understand each other well, having positive office relationship can improve your own productivity and job-related skills. People who enjoy working with their colleagues tend to consciously and unconsciously work harder as they enjoy their current situation and want their company to do well in the future. And lastly, it improves health. This is because having positive relationship and social interaction at work can help keep you physically and mentally healthy.
Alright, in the scene, we can see that the lead female actress called Jane come to work earlier than the others. She managed to switch on the light and prepare the things needed for her work before the working hours start. From the excerpt, we can say that getting earlier than the assigned time is the best attitude that must be carried by every single human on this earth. It is not just a matter of job prescription, but it is actually an image of ourselves. Lately, people tend to take easy about time. They say time is just a time and nothing special about it. If they knew how valuable time is, I guess there would be no one late in this world. Some might ask, why would we appreciate time so much? Or, if we can't make it today, we can make it tomorrow, can't we? It is not a matter of today or tomorrow. It is actually show how disciplined you are towards something. And some might ask, what is the benefits that we can gain from being punctual? Actually, there is a lot of benefit that we can gain from being punctual. First, it shows that you respect for others. Next, being punctual could avoid us from being stressed. Besides that, it also shows that you are organized and ready to work. Last but not least, it can show either you can be trusted or not. See, there is a lot of benefit, isn't it? Come early to work is one of the best manner that should be applied by all.
Yeah?
I don't need you. You can go.
I can go.
Alright, as shown by the Jane in the excerpt, she doesn't return home until her superior doing so. She waits her boss' command and be there in case he needs her anytime. From the scene, we can learn that get prepared by anything could give us lots of benefits. One of the benefits that we can gain is able to carry out any sudden task. Obviously, we are able to do so since we are well prepared and ready to receive any assigned task. Besides that, it also could help us avoid any anxious or stress. Imagine when we are home and suddenly our superior asks for our help in the office. Doesn't it stress us out where we have to rush ourselves to the office? So yeah, this is one of the benefits of always get prepared. Next, it also indicates that you are ready for anything. Last but not least, it is actually for your own good. So here,
We must learn and always get prepared for anything that related to our job so that we won't feel any burden or any unnecessary feeling.
In this scene, show that Jen receiving a call from her boss as soon as she arrived at her desk. Jen's boss has been informed about the unfiled report that was sent to the HR department. The result is that we can clearly see the boss verbally abuse Jen whenever she did something the boss demanded a mistake. She received an angry call from her boss who yelled at her and called her worthless. To make things worse, Jen's two male co-workers watched silently as her boss humiliated Jen during the phone calls and showing the impoliteness of the employers toward his worker. As a result of her boss' harsh word, it affected Jen's emotional state as she was feel anxious and fearful that she might lose her job, making it is a stressful situation for her. And this will also create a tension between the boss and the employee because if a boss wishes to have a positive relationship with the employee, he has to respect the workers and demonstrate a good office ethic. Possessing a good attitude, such as being polite to each other, can foster a harmonious work environment. Besides, it can also create a strong bond between the employees and workers as they will respect each other.
No, I mean, I just in the cab on our way to the mart, but I haven't talked to her since.
Since what?
I haven't seen her since. When I found out, I came straight here.
Sorry, what did you find?
In this scene, Jen tried to make a report about her boss to the head of HR, but she is not taken seriously and was told that if she does, she will lose her job. Will Cook, the head of HR, encouraged Jen to voice her concern, but he later made it clear that he is turning a blind eye to her harassment claim, insulting her and speaking down to her. In addition, he disclosed that Jen's career would be ruined if she filed a formal complaint to her boss. The act of HR department head handling his job in unprofessional manner will lead to the employee losing respect for him and can harm the ideal relationship between the employers and employee. Moreover, it can negatively impact a workplace by damaging the reputations of the company since employees may carry out wrongdoing or shady dealing that are against the foundations and value of the company. In order to increase the performance of the company and the morale of the employees, the employer must take their duties seriously and demonstrate professionalism in their work.
Next is a critical incident on bad ethics. Jane's colleague shows a bad manners while eating. Her friend sits at his chair while eating donut, but at the same time, he puts his leg on the table while eating. That is not a proper way to eat, especially when we are in the office. There are a few good table manners. The first one is eat slowly and with mouth closed. Try not to show anyone the food as you chew. If want to say something, finish what's in the mouth and swallow before speaking up. Eat the food slowly and one bite at a time to avoid wolfing anything down. Next is do not put the leg on the table while eating and sit properly as about being respectful and showing gratitude for a meal. And lastly, keep the elbows off the table. Tuck them in by your sides while eating. Putting elbows on the table takes up a lot of space and it considered bad manners.
The hotel. Oh, yeah. Cool. It's really nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this where they put you when you started?
No.
Or where they put you?
They didn't.
Oh.
So you're from Idaho, right?
Yeah. Boise. You been?
Mm-mm. No.
There's not much to say.
From that video, in the afternoon, a young woman named Sina arrived from Idaho, saying she has been offered a job as a junior assistant without any experience. Jane, concerned for Sina's well-being, goes to the Human Resources Department to file a report after dropping Sina off at a 5-star hotel being paid for by the company. The effect and recommendation. The effect is the new employed worker with no qualification might cause bad reputation and reduce the quality of work in the organization as the employer has hired unsuitable employees for the job. Recommendation for this scene is Jane boss should be professional by hiring the employee through interview and evaluating the employee based on the qualification.
What?
Can you deal with this?
What is it?
Your wife?
Why me? Fine.
From the excerpt, we could see that the male assistant is throwing a paper to Jane just to call her and pass the issue he handled to her. Within here, we could see two bad etiquette which carry the same meaning of rude. Some might think that this kind of behavior doesn't affect much, but have we ever considered how would that person feel? I don't think that she is okay with that. Well, I guess everyone not gonna be okay with it. So yeah, why would we do badly to others when we don't want others to be bad to us? Isn't it fair if we treat people equally to how we want people to treat us? So, the behavior that shown by the scene must not be followed by others. We supposedly call the person by their name and must not pass the things that we are dealing to someone else. But if you do need help, then better ask for it in a better way. With this manner, we could avoid any unwanted scenario from happening in the office, like bickering, fighting with each other, and many more. Alright, to make a conclusion, from this movie we have learned a lot, not just the good word etiquette, but also the bad one. I mean, you take the bad one as an example, which we shouldn't follow and try to avoid it. And as for the good etiquette, we will take it as an example for us to improve in the future. I hope that this wonderful movie able to catch everyone's eyes and hope that we able to learn something from it. That's all from us. Thank you.